Welcome everybody to Extreme Off-Road Silly Bills, and today we're dealing with the 1969 Hot Wheels International Harvester Loadstar CO1600. Now this has 1074 horsepower, 827 pounds-feet of torque from a 5.7 litre twin turbocharged V8 engine. The vehicle itself now weighs 2,752 pounds, now has off-road tyres, all-wheel drive and off-road suspension, and it can down do 0 to 60 in 1.719 seconds, 0 to 103.689 seconds, and going to a top speed of 157 miles an hour. So yeah, that top speed is significantly less than the Nash Metropolitan Custom that we had in the previous episode, but the acceleration times on this are better. And yeah, I feel this is going to be more suited to the off-road elements than the Nash was, principally because it's got wider tyres and it's got more raised ground clearance. Not that this was ever meant to be an off-road vehicle, but yeah, it definitely has higher ground clearance, so I think both of those will stand this car in good stead. But obviously that top speed is going to be a bit of a hindrance. Sure, we're quite quick at getting past 100 miles an hour, but after that it does seem to run out a bit of a steam, so hopefully that's not going to slow us down too much, because yeah, I really like this vehicle. It's easily one of my favourites from the car pack that this is a part of, principally because it does look like something that would be a Hot Wheels car, but obviously this was made into a big vehicle before it ever became a Hot Wheels vehicle, even if it ever did. But either way, definitely looks like something that would be designed as a Hot Wheels product. There's a nice sounding V8 which revs remarkably quite high. I'm not going all that quick, to be honest. Does have far more agility than you would expect for a vehicle of this size, and despite being heavier than the Nash, it does feel somewhat more controllable, which is obviously helped by those wider tyres and the fact it's got less power to deal with. That less power is going to harm us down here. Doing 145 across the finish line there, which is easily one of the slower vehicles across the finish line, but not one of the slowest in terms of time overall, at 2 minutes 5 seconds 0.736 seconds. So despite having a far lower top speed than the Nash, and definitely a far lower speed across the finish line, it's managed to beat that Nash by yeah, just over a second and a bit, which is pretty good. It's also managed to beat the likes of the Mercedes-Benz X-Class, the Porsche 911 reimagined by Singer, the Renault Alpine A110, McLaren 720S Coupe, Quadra Turbo RV Tech, Bentley Continental Supersport, Renault Clio RS 197, Renault Sport Clio, Subaru Impreza WRX STI, Hillman, Mercedes-Benz E350D, Nissan GTR and the Hennessy Velociraptor 6x6, but it is slightly slower than the Toyota Supra 2 litre from 1992, Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution, Mercury Cougar E Eliminator, Rover ST1 Vitesse and the Ital Design Zero Uno. But yeah, it is also faster than some other off-road vehicles like the Jaguar I-Pace, the Hennessy Velociraptor, which I already said, Lancia Stratos, Subaru Impreza 22B, you know, your Ford Escorts, Lancia Fulvia, and a Porsche Cayenne Turbo and Volkswagen Touareg R50 as well. So yeah, fairly reasonable, especially considering it had very little in the way of top speed. Didn't even hit 150, never mind get up to 157. So yeah, I imagine if this was far quicker at the top end, it would have been yeah, remarkably quick. But then again, it might well have been less controllable with all that extra power. So yeah, it's a little bit of give and take with this series. Sometimes less power and less speed equals for a reasonable time, but then more power, more speed can make a car uncontrollable and difficult to drive, which it was the case for the Nash in the previous episode, but obviously that was also hindered by its rather thin tyres. But yeah, regardless, this has done really rather well. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!